If you're looking for a quick fix to pay your rent for the next 6 months, I do feel for you, but this video won't help you with that. If you want to achieve time and location freedom with just your camera and a laptop, and you know that those gurus and all the loud bros in Instagram ads promising overnight success are selling you a pipe dream, then keep watching this video. I've been doing this for more than a decade, and I'm gonna lay out a step-by-step plan to avoid the common pitfalls and build a thriving online audience that grants you the income and the life you're looking for. The big takeaway here is this: making money with a laptop and a camera is about building an audience and fostering community. Once you attract people who want to be educated or entertained by you, the sky's the limit on how to monetize the content you're creating. And I'll lay out lots of options for monetization in this video. But I have to warn you, this isn't easy. Making money with a camera and a laptop is not an overnight journey, but it can be ridiculously fun. If you find joy creating in your own unique style, you've unlocked the cheat code to this type of business. Last thing, making significant changes in your life are often going to be necessary in order to achieve this goal. Because as I said, this is not easy for 99% of people, and the only one who can make it happen is you. But you can still learn from others. I've worked hard for 12 years growing my online businesses to where they are today. Here are the steps, the systems, and the tools I've picked up so that you can achieve your goals faster. I can't stress this enough. If you need money today, getting a job, ideally a remote job that doesn't leave you feeling totally drained by the end of the day, is gonna be your best move. It's hard to make it work as a starving creator, and that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. I've been there, and I've always found that it's best to build creator businesses on the side of a steady gig that at least pays the bills. Once you begin attracting a small audience, monetization is now on the table. The theme you're gonna see me return to throughout this video is that while there are definitely proven formats to earning from a creator business, there are also not really many limitations either. As long as you're staying true to yourself, your moral compass, and working with people in your audience to find win-win ways to monetize, you can get super creative with this. So today we're gonna walk through my 8 favorite ways to monetize a creator business, starting with the one that's easiest and quickest to activate. Number 1 is selling your services. This is by far the quickest way to begin monetizing your audience, and it doesn't even need to be a big group of people tuning into your content. With just 50 to 100 people following you, it's possible to get this channel up and running quickly. I'm talking about things like consulting, freelancing, coaching, or even hosting group programs. This doesn't mean it's gonna be easy, but if you have some people who are engaged with what you're making, a quick way to figure out if you're on the right track is to create a Calendly page and take payments for people to book coaching calls with you. You never know what's gonna happen. You could also spin up a simple landing page that highlights your skills, your experience, your work samples, and start doing some outreach to potential clients who may wanna hire you for your services. And what's really happening here behind the scenes is that by sharing your expertise and teaching or entertaining people online, you'll have real material out there in the ether that can show people and brands exactly what you can do for them. Number 2, digital products. Courses, ebooks, art, templates, audio recordings, to name just a few. I've found this to be the next quickest way to monetize your growing audience, and I like it so much because it's extremely scalable. The concept is simple. You create an asset that educates or entertains your target audience, and some percentage of those people will resonate with it enough to buy it from you. That asset now exists for as long as you want to sell it, even as your audience keeps growing. The biggest mistake I see creators make here is not validating their digital product idea before going out and spending dozens or even hundreds of hours making it. And the important thing is that you need to make absolutely sure that some people in your audience are gonna pay you for this product. The best way to do that is to pre-sell it, often at a discount for your earliest supporters to say thanks. Set a revenue goal that'll give you enough confidence to go ahead and make your product, then ask people to buy. Share behind the scenes as you're making this product, and once you've put it together, your audience will already be familiar with the offer. They're gonna see that you're talking about it. And I know this sounds like a lot of work, because it is. But trust me, this will save you from making a product that not many people actually want. It'll guarantee you customers, and more than anything, it'll set you up for much greater success with your products down the road. Number 3, membership communities. Whether you use a dedicated community platform like Circle or School, or something more simple like Discord, Slack, a Facebook group, or even Patreon, paid membership communities are simple. They collect recurring payments monthly or annually from members of your audience in order to stay involved and in that community. Now, what I like most about membership membership communities is that they're organized around the principle of direct connection with you, the creator, and it brings together other like-minded people from your audience to interact with one another. Really cool things can happen in these spaces, plus you're gonna get incredible new content ideas directly from your most active customers. The best membership communities I've managed and been in myself all ask their members to commit to being regularly involved in the group, and you'll have to be there too. Consider hosting things like monthly challenges, sharing exclusive members-only content, doing live streams, and offering other perks that educate or entertain your audience. Number 4, affiliate programs. I've earned millions from recommending products and services I genuinely like to my audience. Most affiliate programs for an established brand, whether we're talking about software here or physical products, are gonna offer somewhere in the range of 5 to 50% commissions on any sales that you refer their way. Software will always be a bit higher because their costs are much lower. And a great example of this is with my own affiliate program for WriteBlogger, my suite of more than 75 tools for creators. We offer a 50% commission on the first 3 months a new user is subscribed, and we have affiliates earning thousands. Here's the secret though that most affiliate marketers don't like to talk about. This monetization channel is a slow burn. It'll become more meaningful once you're hitting around the 10,000 monthly reader mark for a blog, and for YouTube or podcasts, as your videos and episodes start regularly hitting in the thousands of views, with some of those outliers performing a little bit stronger. Affiliate marketing is like planting a seed today that you water every single time you create new and useful content. It's a long game. Sign up for affiliate programs of your favorite tools and software, then be sure to add your tracking links everywhere that they're relevant. YouTube descriptions, blog posts, and your emails to your newsletter. And over time, each person that signs up for the things you feel confident recommending will slowly build this income stream for you. Number 5, ad revenue. This is pretty passive income where you're compensated based on the number of impressions or clicks you deliver on ads that are hosted inside your content. The most relevant ways to generate ad revenue right now as a creator are through YouTube's monetization program and by joining a blog ad network. On YouTube, monetization unlocks once you hit 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. With a blog, you'll need somewhere in the range of 10,000 to 50,000 monthly readers in order to join the highest quality networks where your earning potential is actually going to be significant. One of the reasons I still advocate strongly for having a blog alongside channels like YouTube, social accounts, and such is that you can still keep your video first creation process and then use AI tools like WriteBlogger's YouTube video to blog post generator to almost instantly convert your video content into SEO optimized blog posts. That'll help you generate traffic from organic Google search. It's kind of a no-brainer, and I'm seeing a lot of creators leave a ton of traffic and revenue on the table by chasing only video as a strategy. But let's talk numbers. For a blog that gets around 50,000 monthly readers, you can expect to earn between $2,000 and $10,000 a month in ad revenue with a premium network like Mediavine or Monumetric, depending on a wide range of factors like the niche you're in, how long readers spend on your site, and where your audience is based, US traffic getting the highest rates. Number 6, sponsorships. This differs from ad revenue by being a direct collaboration with a brand or a company that's paying for hopefully tasteful access to your audience. Never forget that trust is hard to earn and very easy to destroy. So you'll want to be very careful with the kinds of sponsors you decide to work with and how you end up showcasing them to your audience. Make sure the sponsors are well aligned with both you and your audience. Then when you're making content for a sponsorship deal, imagine that you're recommending the product or service to a good friend of yours. Be honest in highlighting the flaws or the downsides along with the things you actually like about it, and then you're going to be fine. Some companies have set rates for their sponsorships with creators, but in my experience, there's always room for negotiation here, especially if you can show a track record of high engagement with your content. The rates you can command for sponsorships are naturally going to grow as your audience grows, and it helps a lot. I mean, a lot if you have a sizable email newsletter of subscribers that are actually engaged with your content to promote your sponsorships to. Number 7, podcasting. If like me, you're blessed with the gift of gab, hosting a regular podcast on a niche topic your audience is interested in can be a fantastic way to generate income. The most common form of monetization with the show is sponsorships, but this business model is pretty different from blog or YouTube sponsorships. Podcasting is a bit of a numbers game, and you're rewarded for consistently showing up with engaging episodes for your audience. Because of that, sponsors typically like to buy blocks of 5, 10, or even more episodes at a time, where you'll read pre-roll, mid, or post-roll ads recommending their product or service. This repetition helps them maximize their exposure with your your listeners. Before launching my first podcast in 2017, I reached out and got a $10,000 sponsorship from FreshBooks, the accounting software, to be the exclusive sponsor for the first 10 episodes of my show about side hustles. I was able to land this because I showed that I had a readership of around 100,000 monthly blog readers and 20,000 email subscribers. If you launch a podcast, incentivize listeners with something cool in exchange for joining your newsletter. This is going to really help your future sponsorship deals a ton. Number 8 is software, also called SaaS, which stands for software as a service. This is a really attractive business model, but I'll be honest, building a software business is not for the faint of heart, and I'm not even a developer by trade, so I never had the technical skills to pull this one off by myself. A little over a year ago though, I partnered with my friend Andy, who's an incredibly skilled developer, and WriteBlogger was born. Very quickly, we've grown an almost $20,000 a month side business by tackling one of the biggest pain points my audience has: budget-friendly tools for researching, creating, repurposing, and promoting the content we create. It's literally everything I wish I'd been able to afford when I first started blogging back in the day. And we also have a 100% free account you can use to try things out, no credit card required. Here's what I like most about software and why it's particularly unique. The most common way to price your software is on a monthly or annual subscription. So if you make something genuinely useful to your audience at a price that's a no-brainer for the value they're getting, you can very quickly grow a pretty substantial business from a relatively small, engaged audience. Okay, now let's get into the nuts and bolts of what it is that's actually going to make people want to engage with these monetization mechanisms in the first place. Because let's face it, you can film an entire course, start a community, or set up a Calendly link, but if you don't have a way to reach your eventual audience, it's gonna just be crickets. Let's talk about the 4 steps to attracting and monetizing an audience today. First, you need to choose the right social channels. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest are some of the top channels to consider based on who you envision your audience being. You can research which platforms attract different audiences, and you'll find those answers really quickly in a Google search. But here's the key thing. I want you to choose just 2, maybe 3 social platforms to focus your efforts on for the first 6 to 12 months of creating and sharing your content. This is important because it's gonna help you avoid burnout and overwhelm. You'll quickly learn which platforms are delivering the most engagement, and you'll have the opportunity to go deeper rather than spreading out all your energy into a million different places. It's even better if you can adopt a video-first creation process. Choose just one main platform to create for and develop a plan to repurpose that video content onto 1 or 2 more platforms. I hate plugging my own products, but this is literally why we built WriteBlogger, and it's working shockingly well for me and the more than 13,000 creators using our tools. So if you haven't yet, I want to invite you to make a free WriteBlogger account using the link in the description below this video. Now, in terms of the actual content creation tools, all you really need are the absolute basics. Your phone probably already has a great camera, so all you need is a laptop, a mic, and a tripod. Don't let needing the newest, greatest, fanciest tools become an excuse to avoid creating. If you feel some resistance here, then gently confront those limiting beliefs and any negative self-talk bouncing around inside your head right now. Because here's the reality. You are the only one telling yourself a story that you can't make great video content. You may not be great today, but the only way to learn and improve is to start now. Go back and look at almost all my videos on my YouTube channel, and they're far from perfect, but I'm here today because I want to keep developing this craft. You can even check out the first videos from hugely successful creators like Mr. Beast or MKBHD, and you're gonna see the same thing. You cannot improve until you start. Next, you're gonna set up a blog. For all my peeps who love the written word as much as I do, a blog is still important because it's your home base on the internet. It's the only place where you get to completely control the look and feel yourself. And if overnight a platform like, let's say, TikTok gets banned or disappears, having a blog is your hedge against seeing your entire audience poof, disappear overnight. Some people think a blog is outdated, but it's actually a really smart investment in a world where all the other channels inevitably change their algorithms and some just straight up disappear. Plus, publishing written content to go along with your videos unlocks a massive traffic and monetization source from Google. Next, you'll set up a newsletter. This is your owned channel to communicate directly with your audience the way that you want. Collect email subscribers from day one by giving away something valuable for free, often called a lead magnet. This is going to become your most valuable channel as soon as you feel ready to monetize with your audience, so plant this seed today. Finally, it's time to share your content and spread the word. For your first couple of months, keep it incredibly simple. I'm talking bare bones. Start with sharing on just your core 2 to 3 social channels, interacting with people, asking interesting questions, starting discussions with them. Make it a goal to post at least once a week, and be sure your efforts aren't going to waste. Remember, you need to be capturing emails and building a sense of community with those people who choose to interact with you. In fact, here's your first challenge. Head to the comment section below this video right now, share who you are and what you do. Let me and the rest of this community we're building here be some of the first people to support you. Because if you're here right now, I'm on your team. If you're already in the rhythm of creating content and you want to streamline your process a bit, check out this video on how to use AI tools to make content that doesn't suck.